This is the WJTS News. In the news tonight, Du Bois County Post 673 holding annual poppy drive, spring hydrant flushing, former Daviess County dispatcher and reserve officer for the Washington Police Department arrested on charges of multiple sex crimes. Kurt Guxell will be in with sports. On WJTS Inform, we speak with Purdue Extension educator Jan Dugan. All to come on WJTS TV News. Good evening. I'm Jenna Schaffer with the news. The Du Bois County Post 673 will be holding their annual Buddy Poppy Drive from May 1st to May 5th. Among all of the flowers that evoke memories and emotions is the red poppy. Since 1922, the Buddy Poppy has been an integral part of the VFW community. As VFW's official memorial flower, the poppy represents the blood shed by American service members. The red poppy is a way to remember all of those brave men and women who have selflessly given their all to preserve their freedoms we all enjoyed today. This is the red poppy that has also become an avenue for local VFW posts throughout our country to raise money to assist their fellow local veterans. All money raised by our post is used to support our local veterans in need, and to that enable us to live by our motto, honor the dead by helping the living. Today, disabled veterans assemble poppies and VFW pays them for their work. In most cases, this money provides an extra income for the workers to pay for their little luxuries that make hospital life more tolerable. The poppy movement was inspired by Canadian Colonel John McCrae's famous poem, In Flanders Fields. This poem describes the blowing red field of poppies on the battlegrounds of the following in World War I. The VFW hopes that you are able to show your support of our local VFW this year. Any amount of contribution will be greatly appreciated and efficiently expended. Thank you for your continued support of our nation's veterans. Please forward any donation to VFW Post 673, 3131 Suite 3, Newton Street, Jasper, Indiana 47546. The Jasper Municipal Water Department will begin its spring hydrant flushing on Monday, April 22, 2019. Hours of flushing are 7:30 a.m. to 3 p.m. Mondays through Fridays. The flushing will last for several weeks until all hydrants in the city are flushed. The water will be safe for human and pet consumption. Please use caution if doing laundry. It is known that the more you know about your pregnancy and childbirth, the better you will be able to cope with and adjust to changes during this time. Expectant parents are invited to attend Memorial Hospital and Healthcare Center's Preparation for Childbirth classes held on Thursday, May 16th from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Preparation for Childbirth is a class to help prepare expectant mothers and support persons for childbirth, including a tour of the Women and Infant Services Unit. It is recommended that both mother and the support person who will assist the mother during delivery of the baby attend the class. This class is being held at 721 West 13th Street, Jasper, Indiana. Memorial Hospital's Medical Arts Building Conference Center. It is free to those who are delivering at Memorial Hospital or $65. The preparation for childbirth classes are conducted by qualified obstetrical nursing personnel. To enroll, please visit Memorial Hospital's website at mhhcc.org and click on Classes and Events. If you are unable to access online, please call 812-996-0383. A former Daviess County dispatcher and reserve officer for the Washington Police Department has been arrested on charges of multiple sex crimes. 23-year-old Terry R. Hill Jr. of Washington surrendered to the Daviess County Security Center Monday night after an investigation by the Indiana State Police. Hill has been charged with 1 count of rape, 3 counts of sexual misconduct with a minor, and 1 count each of child solicitation and sexual battery. He posted bond on Tuesday afternoon. Although the probable cause affidavit has been sealed and details from the case are still under wraps due to the ongoing investigation, the case and charges originally stem from alleged events that happened while Hill was working as a volunteer girls soccer coach at Washington Catholic. The investigation is still ongoing. Hill is no longer a reserve officer for the Washington City Police Department. Geek.com, a trending pop culture website, recently surveyed 1,500 Americans to discover the top binge streaming trends and preferences across the U.S. As it turns out, Indiana has unique TV taste. While Game of Thrones was the #1 favorite show nationwide, The Office was second and Ozark came in third. Viewers in Indiana did not agree with that selection. Instead, Indianians ranked their top 3 bingeable shows as 1, 2.5 Men, 2, Russian Doll, and 3, Ozark. Game of Thrones won the top binge show in 8 states, and most respondents across the U.S. also binge-watched TV shows that focused on crime and comedy, with NCIS and Friends earning the top spot in multiple states. The question of whether Indiana will allow sports betting by mobile devices is still up for debate in the state legislature. The Indiana House voted 78-15 Monday in favor of a bill that includes limiting the legalization of sports wagering to casino sites. The state Senate previously supported permitting online sports betting, so lawmakers face a deadline later this month for reaching agreement on what to allow. Some House members who oppose allowing sports bets by mobile devices call it a significant expansion of gambling that could lead to traditional casino games moving online. Republican Representative Alan Morrison of Brazil argued Monday that limiting sports betting to casinos will mean a big loss in tax revenue. The bill would also allow new casinos in Gary and Terre Haute. The Indiana University is building a replica of a giant ground sloth skeleton that was once a star attraction in its natural history collection, but was removed to make room for students during an enrollment surge following World War II. Officials said the project aims to teach people about the Megalonyx jeffersoni that roved around Indiana thousands of years ago, while also shedding light on an unfortunate decision in IU history, the Herald Times reported. It's a mixed tale of regret and loss, but it's also a promise for better care for their collections across the university system as they move into their 3rd century, said Gary Motz, Assistant Director for Information Services at the Indiana Geological and Water Survey. Some bones from this lost 10.5-foot tall skeleton that were tossed have been recovered, along with skeletons of a mastodon and a mammoth. According to some alumni records in the IU archives, they were thrown out a window, said Polly Root Sturgeon, outreach coordinator at the Indiana Geological and Water Survey. This summer, the sloth's remaining bones will be recreated using 3D printing, and the missing ones will be cut from cardboard with a laser to reconstruct the skeleton for a traveling exhibition tied to its IU's 200th anniversary year. The IU Office of the Bicentennial subsidized the project with a $25,000 grant. Beginning in August, the imitation skeleton will take a journey throughout all 92 counties in the state before returning to Bloomington. Sturgeon added that she hopes the project will make people more aware of the school's unique story. You don't often hear about large skeletons being thrown out, she says. It's an interesting aspect of IU's history. Stay tuned. Weather, sports, and inform all still to come on 18 WJTS News.